painful periods, PMS, headaches, and even foot pain in an 18-year-old. Most people would treat these as separate issues, but we didn't. And once we addressed the root cause, everything started to improve. Let me walk you through what really happened in this case study. Hi everyone, my name is Zen Tuan, licensed acupuncturist, herbalist, and founder of Healing with Zen. You can find case studies and testimonials on our website, which is healingwithzen.com. So this is an 18-year-old girl that came to see us early in January 2025. She complained of menstrual cramps, very bad on the first day of her period. However, she was also starting to get these cramps leading up to her period, which is a new symptom. Sometimes the pain is so bad it's debilitating. Her menstrual cramps are so bad that sometimes she can't even stand up. She has to take time off school, and she uses a heating pad, has to take medication, ibuprofen or Advil to help, and she feels really tired and weak during her period. Prior to her period, she complains of PMS as well, which is bloating, slight discomfort. She gets cramping even before her period comes, and she gets very emotional. She also complains of headaches that were starting to occur more frequently, usually due to stress. She would complain of them on the side of her head, and it would come and go, accompanied with some motion sickness and nausea, especially during sitting in the car when people are driving. And lastly, she complained of foot pain. The foot pain is on both feet, in the arch area, and also on the outside of her feet. It's achy and it comes and goes after standing for long periods of time. She feels pressure on her feet all the time. Sometimes it goes into her ankles, and she says that both feet hurt equally, maybe slightly more on the left side. Her foot pain started since she was in 4th grade. And the pain level has come and go at different parts of her life. She was a cheerleader, and after working out hard, she would notice more pain in her feet. On the very first time she came in, she also complained of some neck and shoulder tightness. So after one treatment, she came back and her neck and shoulder tightness was completely gone. And we wanted to focus on her menses. So I told her that it would take a few cycles to really see the change with her menses, because your period only comes once a month. And so she was on board, and she was very diligent about coming. Initially, she came 1 to 2 times a week in the beginning. After a few treatments, when her period came, she said that the color was bright red and she had a lot less cramps. She didn't have to use a heating pad, and I gave her some herbs to take at the start of her period if she was worried about pain, which she took, and the period was a lot more even, better flow. Some clots lasted 5 days, and she still had some PMS moving up to her period. And like I said, it's going to take a little bit of time to see the change. So we continue with our treatments 1 to 2 times a week. After 3 treatments, her nausea and motion sickness was almost completely better. She no longer felt it during her car rides. And by the 4th session, her headaches were getting better. Then her next period came, and she said she only had 1 day of cramping. She no longer had the cramping leading up to her period, and then the first day of cramping was not as bad as it used to be. She did feel a little bit of bloating, some discomfort, and she still had a little bit of PMS leading up to her period. And then her foot pain started to get better. We continued with treatment once a week for the next month. And by that point, she said that her energy levels were a lot better. She was able to handle more tasks without stress and headaches. Her 3rd period, she no longer had any PMS. She had no more back pain, which she also complained of during her period, and the cramps were very mild on the first day only. And she was very pleasantly pleased, because at this point, we did a reevaluation after 3 months. She went from 43 little signs and symptoms that she said she had before down to 14, which is 78, almost 80% better than what she initially started with. And so she was very pleased at this point. She was amazed that the acupuncture not only helped regulate her menses, but her foot pain was gone. She was able to exercise consistently without it acting up. She no longer had any neck and shoulder tightness or headaches. And so at this point, she was starting to get some allergies. And so we said we would do some maintenance just to help with the allergies. And I said before her period comes, it would be great if she could at least come once a month. And so we've continued on this path, and she's been doing really well. She's been able to manage all of her symptoms. So if you or anybody you know suffers from PMS or painful periods every month, there is a solution. Have them try acupuncture and Chinese medicine. Reach out to see if we can help them. In Chinese medicine, we say that when everything is well balanced and the energy is flowing correctly in the body, your period should come and go with no issues at all, meaning no pain, no PMS, no irritability, no changes in mood. Everything should come and go easily. And this can happen. We've helped so many patients with painful periods and PMS. So don't wait another day. See if we can help, and we hope to see you soon. Our number is 626-377-9596. You can find case studies and testimonials on our website, which is healingwithzen.com. Once again, my name is Zen Tuan, licensed acupuncturist, herbalist, and founder of Healing with Zen. We're located in Pasadena, California, and we hope to see you in the next video. Bye!